Okay, first of all, well, as we discussed, so how to say I'm not. Do you remember I taught you a phrase that you can use when you want to say that I'm not really good at, for example, technology, or I am not expert. Do you remember?
I don't know. It's some computer buff, like
Yeah, of
no.
course. Yeah, of course. Very good. You have a good memory. Okay, now, uh, this actually phrase can be used for everything, not only science. Okay, so when something is not your thing, it's not something that, I want to spend time on it. But of course, I can do. So, for example, when you want to say that, okay, something is not maybe your first choice, or you don't have lots of information about it, you can say, for example, it's not my thing. For example, I don't know, soccer not, it's not my thing. Science is not my thing. Or, I don't know, technology is not really my thing. So the first thing here, and the second, you want to say that I am not expert. As I told you, yeah, computer Bob or technology Bob, okay? So you can say I'm far from an expert, okay? So I'm far from an expert, but for example, I'm far from an expert, but I have some information about technology, so I can use it. But as I see, for example, it's not really difficult to understand. So I'm far from an expert. Of course, there are different phrases that you can use, but using these phrases, you can show off your English. Yeah, I have, enough vocabulary resources. I know idioms, so that's really good. Don't forget about using them. That's really important. Okay, now, when you want to say that, how uh, technology improves our lives. So how you answer this question, how you begin, how you start your answer.
Mm,
I want you to talk about maybe advantages and disadvantages of technology. Positive side, negative side. What do you think?
well, positive. I think like it's could help a lot.
Of course.
Like searching information, using AI, like to like create like
Yeah,
first help. I think,
of course.
but the negative, I think, well, much a lot of people using AI like the newest technology
Of
now,
course.
and they kind of like using it like way too much and like way into it, so
Of
like just
course.
playing AI and there's no thinking at all. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's kind of bad.
yeah, of course. Yeah, I do agree with you, especially as you mentioned AI, artificial intelligence, and nowadays really, yeah, trying people use it. But why? As you said, that's perfect technology. And, I think it's at a cutting edge of technology. Cutting edge. So this one. You can say maybe the most advanced, the newest, and the most advanced of, for example, a category is article. For example, I think the last, I don't know, the last model of this product, okay, is at the cutting edge. It means it's the most advanced and the best one, the newest one. For example, iPhone last phone, okay, are at the cutting edge. Okay, so you can say something like this when you want to say that the most advanced and the newest something of one category. Okay, so it's cutting edge. Yeah, of course, I do agree with you, and it's really interesting. I love it. I don't know. It's like, people do something with AI that's really interesting. Nowadays, we have some dead bodies, dead singers like Michael Jackson and others. So, and we see that they actually every day they publish new albums. They're dead. So why do we need to do this? Okay, so
Yeah.
you can say on the positive side, you're going to talk about advantage. So you say on the positive side, so there are some phrases that you can use to begin. First of all, it allows us to, technology allows us to, okay? Or it's enabled us to what? So first of all, how to, and now. The first one, as you mentioned yesterday, so it allows us to communicate, for example, to communicate more effectively. So this, and of course, it allows us to develop stronger economies. So this is the second one. And totally, it allows us to improve our quality of life. You can mention these three items. So the first one, communicate more effectively, develop stronger economies, and improve our quality. It allows us, or it's enabled us to, can be replaced by it develops. So it helps us. But these phrases actually are better. So, okay, and this one. But at the same time, there have been some maybe negative or side effects. So we can say at the same time, there have also been, okay, let's talk about side effects. Overuse, spending too much time, or maybe there's some unexpected outcomes when using. So for example, I don't know, some consequences, maybe unwanted, undesirable consequences. So we have some side effects, or you can say there are some unexpected outcomes. Of course, we don't have any idea about the consequences, the result of using this, for example, this type of technology, but we use it and we don't expect what will happen in the future. So there also have some side effects or unexpected outcomes. Okay, well,
Yeah.
is it clear?
Yeah.
Do you normally use Siri or Alexa?
Um. No. I mean, I don't using that much because I don't think I have any things to do with that. So yeah.
Yeah, they're fun. Yeah, funny to use. Yeah, tell me about actually the website that you normally visit. So, for example, what website do you normally search on, or for example, you normally Amazon, or I don't know, Google Apps, so what?
I think one of the top website that I access the most is like the Canvas site.
Yeah,
It's like my school have it, and like I access every day just for
yeah,
checking the homework and doing everything. But
right.
beside that, I also access YouTube a lot just
Yeah,
for some entertainment. Yeah.
of course, because you mentioned artificial intelligence in Alexa, Siri, Amazon, or I don't know, for example, face recognition, driverless cars. So, what do you think about driverless cars? What do you think? In the future, they can replace by actually traditional cars, you think?
Well, I think driverless cars like actually a really cool idea when
Yeah,
like it's basically you can do like a normal person and like driving a car and there's less accident. But I mean, I don't know. It could be like a negative side when like
yeah,
accident can happen all the time. You couldn't expected it. So
yeah,
like basically, but maybe if you are driving the car, you can like knowing the situation more. So yeah, but I think
yeah,
it's a really cool idea though.
yeah, of
And
course. But
just like you just sit in the car and it
yeah.
can drive you to the location that you want to. So yeah.
Yeah, of course. As you said, there's some good positive points about them. But at the same time, I don't know. It's like maybe we are a bit old school. Maybe we only want to follow traditional methods. So do like, I don't know, a bit if you think maybe what will happen, so it's like, I don't know, unsecure, not really
Yeah.
reliable. I don't know, not really reliable. So because there is no one there, okay, so maybe it's computer system. And I don't know if something wrong happens, so what can we do? But of course, as you said, a really cool idea. So an example. So if you want to do an example of artificial intelligence, Alexa, Siri, driverless cars, they're good examples. Google Map. So normally we use Google Maps, so they're really in Facebook. Uh, so you can mention them. Okay, and let's learn some idioms about technology and science. And after that, okay, this topic is done. Well, so the technology, for example, the technology behind a pen is a simple one. It's not really difficult and complicated technology. It's a simple one. Agree? So how to say that the technology behind something, it's simple. It's simple. So how to say, I can say, for example, the technology behind a pen is not rocket science. What it means it's simple. So if it's rocket science, it's not simple. It's complicated. But when something is not a rocket science, so it's easy one, it's normal one. Okay. So this is the first idiom, don't forget about. And you can use it for everything. I don't know, the technology behind a lamp or something like this. It's not a rocket science, but everyone can do it, maybe. And you want to say that your gadget, your device works perfectly. For example, you have a laptop. You want to say that your laptop is working perfectly. First, of course, you can say it works perfectly, but you can also say my laptop, my computer, my laptop, my phone is running like clockwork. It means working perfectly. So my laptop is running like clock. or it means working perfectly. So, and you're talking about something with someone and you want to say that, yeah, you're right, you're exactly right. I do agree with you, you're exactly right. For example, I don't know, I'm trying to express my opinion about technology and you agree with me. So we say, yeah, you're right, you're exactly right. So how to say? You can say you have hit the nail on the head. So you've hit nail on the head means you are exactly right. Yeah. Especially when discussing with someone about on something, a topic, you can use this idiom. Okay, let me see what else. Okay, and you want to say that. Of course, it's not related to technology, but it's not bad to know it. For example, you're talking on something, and I don't know, you have no more ideas. Oh, I have no more ideas because I don't know. I lost all energy and enthusiasm. I don't like to talk on this topic. So these two, let me say how to say that. Oh, I lost all my energy. I lost all my enthusiasm. I don't like to keep going. So how to say? I can say, of course, the first one. I've no more ideas. Thank you, keyboard. Okay. Well, you can say I have run out of steam. It means lost all energy and enthusiasm. So, run out steam. Okay. Well, and just this. And when you want to say that, for example, oh, the latest technology is really, really, really expensive. So I can't afford buying it. So you can say, for example, new technologies cost an arm and a leg. What it means expensive, too expensive. So, no, I want to buy, for example, I saw the latest model of actually my laptop. I want to buy it, but of course, it cost an arm and a leg, so I can't. So it's expensive. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Alex, now, if you have any questions related to this topic, idioms, phrases that we learn, you can ask. If no, we can move on to a new topic and new section.
Yeah, I think we can move on.
Okay, well, so maybe later, if I ask you a question related to technology, I expect you to use these idioms, phrases, and words, okay?
Yeah.
Good
Okay.
job. Well, okay, so let's keep going with writing section. As you remember, we discussed line graph and process, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's time to talk about bar chart. Well, so, okay, let me find it here. Alex, do you like uh, sloth? This
Yeah.
animal. This animal.
Oh yeah.
That's so cute. Look at that.
Yeah. It's like it's kind of funny.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And
Like. I don't know if you know the movie Zootopia.
Of course,
I
yes.
mean, the
I
character is like
love it. Yeah.
absolutely amazing.
You remember? It was the fox's best friend.
Yeah,
Yes, I
like the
love
part
that.
they're like asking for the information of the cars, like super hilarious.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course. And do you remember the part that I wanted to actually tell a joke?
Oh yeah, like
Yeah, of
super
course.
slow. I mean,
That was
that's really
perfect.
funny.
Yeah, of course. And it's real. For real, they sleep about 16 hours, maybe 16 to 18 hours a day. So, really, because of this, I think the name Sloth, but they're so,
Yeah.
and I love Zootopia. That's perfect. So, tell me about another animation song. Have you watched it?
Um, I don't know, sing.
It was song or sing? I'm not sure about. Ah, yeah, maybe no song. Yeah, sing. Yeah, sing one and two. A song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was sing. Yeah, of course. So, have you watched it?
Yeah, I watched it.
That's
I
perfect.
mean, the vocal is amazing.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah.
The way that animals sing song, perfect. I love that. Well, okay. So you're interested in animation.
Oh yeah, I think it's fun to watch.
Of
Yeah.
course. I have lots of options for you. So because I am used to watching animation because I love them. And especially nowadays we have lots of good animation. So I can recommend, I can suggest so that you can watch
Oh
them. Yeah, of course.
yeah.
Well, because I think we have the same taste in animation because I love Zootopia and I love
Yeah.
Sing. That was really good. They are perfect animations. And you know how much actually they cost. So because they're really expensive movie, sometimes more than a normal movie film. So they cost more. It's really
Yeah.
actually, yeah, it highly costs to produce an animation. Because of this, they are really high quality and they're perfect. Well, so, okay. By the way, we're going to talk about bar chart. Okay, let's get started talking about another actually type of questions in task one. Okay, so again, academic writing task one, as I told you before. So the structure is the same. Again, we have four paragraphs. In task one, we have four paragraphs. That the second one is overview. So again, introduction, overview, main body one, and main body two. And as we discussed before, that's really important to identify the main features. So first of all, analyze the question. Okay, what should I do? After that, identify the main feature, the most important part in writing task one, because you need to know what you're going to write about, what are the most important parts of line graph, or for example, bar chart, pie chart. After that, when you identify the main features, now it's time to write your introduction, overview, and detailed paragraphs. So let's have a look at this part and let's talk about the different parts of this chart. So as you can see, again, we have horizontal and vertical axis, and we have bars here. So how to write? In line, it's a bit different, okay? So every question in bar chart consists of a brief description of the graphic. What is the graphic? Okay. And after that, instruction, so that okay, what you need to do. So you need to summarize information, as you can see, instruction. So summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparison where relevant. So this is your introduction and this is your question. So the bar chart below shows the sector contribution to India's gross domestic product from 1960 to 2000. So, okay. And after that, the graphic, what is the graphic? Graphic means bar chart, line graph, or table, or process. So what is that? Okay, so we need to first of all think about this three parts, and now it's time to find main features. So we need to find them, we need to write about them and compare. Find, write, compare. Okay, well, as I told you before, for the overview, okay, and when you want to find and write about your main features, you don't have to write about everything. Just pick out 2 or 3 key features. Maybe you have more, but first of all, you don't have enough room, only 150 words, so not enough room to write about everything. And of course, time. So you don't have to write about everything. Just pick out 2 or 3 key features, and then you can write. Well, so first of all, Alex, tell me, what information do the 2 axes give in this chart?
The percent of contribution about industry, service, agriculture.
Yeah. So here we have, as you can see, years,
Yeah.
time, and yeah, of course, it's about agriculture, industry, and services. And as you can see, contribution as percentage. So percentage, and we have time, okay? Well, so first of all, we need to know, because we need it. Okay, and now if the chart is dynamic or static, so important. Okay, so let's talk about it. So what is dynamic? What is static? Static chart is often created for something like, I don't know, documentation purposes. For example, I don't know, like there you actually it's the opposite of dynamic, because you know in dynamic chart actually, like for example, business data, okay, and it's expected to change over time period when you say it's dynamic, so we can see the changes. But for static, like I don't know, some organization charts, or I don't know, some electronic charts like this, there is no change. So it's static, okay? So we can say that if you can see changes, it's dynamic. If no, it's static. So a static chart like this one that you can see, they compare information referring to the same period of time, okay? So there are no changes over time. So this is about static. Let me write so that you can see. So when we say static chart, okay, compares information referring to the same period of time. It means there are no changes over time. Okay, so, and On the other hand, dynamic, describe and compare changes. Okay, so when we say dynamic, it's a chart that automatically updates itself whenever new data actually rows are added. So we have new data, so the chart is updated. Okay, so we can say that dynamic chart that automatically updates itself whenever new data is added. So this is about dynamic. Now, okay, let's talk about our bar chart. So first of all, okay, we're gonna find main features. Okay, in this chart. So can you tell me what are, first of all, how many key features do we have in this chart?
Three.
You said? I'm sorry because I didn't get what you said.
Yeah. Key feature.
How many?
Think it's three or something.
Of course, yes. Of course, just be confident. You're right. There are three main features. Now, let's write our three main features. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, different categories. So let's write main feature 1. What is the main feature? So as you can see here, we can get help from the title. So we can say the contribution of the agricultural sector. Okay, just let me have it here. Okay, now let's have a look. Agricultural sector. Okay, if we have rise or fall, let's see what we have here. Okay, the color is this one. Okay, tell me if you can see increase or decrease. Since,
Degrees.
of course, yes. So we say the contribution of the agricultural sector dropped. Okay, okay, tell me, dropped sharply or no, just step by step, okay? There is no big change.
Sharply.
It's
I
not,
think
look.
sharp.
When we say sharp like this, look, I'm here, then here. This is sharp. But when you say it's steady, like first here, then here, step by step, I can see it's falling step by step. As you can see here, then here, then here. So step by step. If I have, for example, one bar, this one, and the second one here, you say, oh, it's sharp. But as you can see, it's steady. Step by step, I can see that it dropped. So can I say it dropped steadily? So I can see stable change. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, well. And now, so this is my main feature, the first one. Okay, main feature 2. You help me to write it. Okay. Again,
The contribution of industry sector.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's grow, but like
So
it's
let's
kind of
see.
the same
Yeah.
for the three
And
last year.
yeah, industry, as you can see, there is no change. Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it remains. This one actually is the meaning of static. There is no change. Can you see? Industry remained static. No change from 1980 to 2000. There is no change here. Yeah, we have maybe small changes, little one in 1960 and 1970, but here since 1980 to 2000, there is nothing. So this one is important. As I told you, we're gonna find the main features. So what is important? Okay, we can see that in 1960 here, maybe about 15%, and after that it goes to 20. So there is no big change. It's not really important. But here, when it's actually there is no change, it remains the same since from 1980 to 2000, of course, is important. So we can say, okay, industry remained static from 1980 to 2000. Okay, so main feature 3. Okay, how to write it?
Um, I think it's gain like
So we have
from
increase. Yeah,
yeah increase.
yeah. So the contribution of the service sector, as you said, increased. Okay, as you can see, each decade, 1960, after that 1970, so 10 years, 10 years, 10 years. So we can say each decade. So now I have my main features. Okay, and it's time to write. And Alex, you know why I use past simple to write my main features? Do you know why?
Um, the information is in the past.
Of course. So as you can see, the time period in the past. So I decided to use past simple to write my main features. So now I have, okay, I have what I need. It's time to write. So introduction, do you remember, as I told you, we need to paraphrase our question. Okay, help me, help me to write. So let me underline my keywords. Chart can be the bar chart below, shows can be changed, and okay, contributions. So if I can change it, and of course, I can get help from my chart. So let's write. How to write it? How to
The
paraphrase.
the bar chart insulate the sector. No contribution. I don't know any similarities.
You can use the same. Why not? Contributions. Of course, you can use the same. So why not? So you can say, so first of all, just if you want to know the meaning of this, so let me explain the meaning of contribution, okay? The contribution actually is the giving or supplying of something. It can be money or time. It's like, you know, as a part of share. For example, we say people collect, I don't know, donation for contribution to the, I don't know, scholarship fund. So to give or to add or supplying of something. Okay, so this is the meaning of, or to contribute, it can be like to give here, okay? So to provide, if you want to use a synonym, but no, you can use the same, why not? So, and now, the bar chart, I say the bar graph, it's okay. The bar graph. As you said, illustrate what the sector, I say here, I can say the percentage, yeah, because it shows the percentage as you can see. So I say the relative percentage, okay, contributions okay, made by what? Okay, made by agricultural, industrial, and service sectors. Made by the agricultural, industrial, and service sectors to the Indian okay economy between when 1960 and 2000. So let's check it again. As you can see, yes, we have the bar chart below shows the sector, different sectors, agriculture, industry, service, contribution. As I told you, they provide, or for example, they give something like, okay, to India's gross domestic product, okay, from 1962. So we can say they, actually it's about the contribution of different sectors like agriculture or industry or service and service, okay, to the Indian economy. So you know that what is the meaning of contribution, as I told you, to give money, time, knowledge, assistance, okay, so that I can paraphrase it like this. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay, well, so this is my introduction and that's it. Now it's time to write the most important paragraph. That is my overview. That's really important. As I told you before, do you remember? No details, no figure, just, you know, what you can see. Okay, tell me, you tell me how to write my overview. What can you see over the whole time period? Maybe the most significant thing that you can see.
Well, I think the services like contribute the most in the latest timeline that it shows in the latest timeline.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, so we can say, I can say maybe the significance, okay, of agriculture, as you can see here, it's decline. Do you remember? Steadily. Yeah, as we have in
Yeah.
main feature. As I told you in my overview, I only need to use my main features. Now I have them, so let's write. So because it's overview, so we say overall. We say overview. Okay, let's write. I say over the whole time period. Okay. The importance, the significance, I start with my main feature one, okay? I say significance of agriculture. Okay, here I said dropped. Let's use a synonym. Why not? I can say, of course, drop. Why not? But also you can say declined. Decline. And as we discussed, steadily. Agree?
Yeah.
Now let's make comparison. How about service? As you said, while services, okay, what happened? As you can see, it grew, yeah, in
Yeah.
importance. So services grew in, I don't want to say significance again, I say importance. They have important role, okay? Decade by decade, 10 years by 10 years. So decade by decade. So in each decade, we can see the increase of services, okay? But in industry, we have definitely different trend. Do you agree? Actually,
Yeah.
we can say that a different pattern, shape, form, method, okay? Pattern, okay? Noticed, emerged for industry. Okay, that is initially showed what? A slowly increasing percentage. At the beginning, you can see slowly increasing. There is no big change. It's really slow percentage, but, okay, but what happened in 1980? But remained static, yeah,
Really?
of
Yeah.
course. But then, okay, maybe stopped or remained static without no change from 1980 onwards, after 1980 onwards. So this is my overview. Is it difficult?
I think it's normal.
Of course, of course. Just, onward means forward. So just I taught onward, but you can say forward. It means 1982 forward to 2000. Okay, so you can write your overview easily. Just because of this, I told you that, okay, you need your main features. When you have them, only use, I don't know, a synonym, okay? And after that, you can write. Well, and now we're gonna write our main bodies. Okay, I want you, Alex, I don't want to write my main bodies. I want you to describe what you see, and no matter if you make mistake, use your overview, your introduction. Let me, okay, just let me erase the word. Okay, well, and now if I can, okay, well, and now tell me, if you want to write of the first main body, what information, what data you add?
The percentage and the year, like it's dropped from like
First of all, tell me, you have three main features, two main body paragraphs. How to divide them into two paragraphs? Because you need to, as I told you, you need to divide your information into two paragraphs. Don't mix them. But here I have three main features and I need to make comparison. So maybe which two of these actually main features can come together?
agriculture and services.
Of agriculture, yeah. So main feature and service. Why? Because we can see that we can compare them. About industry, it's totally different. So I leave it for the second paragraph, second main body. So of course, first of all, agriculture. You know the meaning of agriculture, Alex?
No.
That is the process of raising crops and plants. Let me show you something. I'm sorry because, I thought you know the meaning of this. Because of this, I didn't explain. This one, this is agriculture.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And you know the meaning of industry?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, of course. For example, we have logging industry. It means they cut down trees to produce wooden and products from wood. So that is
Yeah.
actually logging industry. Or for example, we have paper industry. We have, for example, I don't know, different industries that make normally produce something. Okay. And here we have three sectors, three jobs, three parts. First of all, the first section, that is this one, agriculture, the process of raising plants and crops. After that, service, it can be any service. For example, different sector, and we have industry that actually manufacturing and producing product. Okay, well, now, okay, so we're gonna compare, as you said, agriculture and service.
Service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's start from the beginning. Okay, in 1960, Alex, what can you see? 1960, agriculture contributed by the far, it's really different, far the highest percentage of GDP, gross domestic product. So it's agriculture contributed by far the highest percentage. Okay,
Yeah.
it's picking Okay, now I need, it's about 63%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we can say about because we are not sure about it. But it then dropped, but in steady, okay, steady process to a low of, okay, let's see, it's about maybe 12% in 2000. So we say, but then it dropped steadily to about 12% in 2000, right?
Yeah.
Is it clear? So as you can see, Alex, I only describe what I see. And I'm using the verb that I know, the verbs like drop, fall, increase. So I'm using. And then I can talk about the service sector. On the other hand, it had a maybe minor impact on the economy in 1960. No big one. As you can see, it's, you know, not really. But
Yeah.
then we have an increase in person. The situation changed gradually at first and jumped from about 28% to 40. Okay, so next session we will discuss this part more and more. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, my dear, because time is over and we need to go. So
Yeah.
we'll
See
discuss
you
the
in the
rest of
next
this
one.
topic. Of course, thank you so much and see you. Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye.
Of course, bye.